Good afternoon, folks. I'm here to talk to you today about wills. Now, for those of you all who don't know what a will or testament is, it's basically a document that outlines how your property, your assets, will be allotted on the event of your passing. Um, there are living wills as well, but we won't talk about that today. So, wills. Do you have one? I actually wrote one a few months ago, but this was just on some post-its, and excuse, and I didn't get it signed by anybody else. I signed and dated it myself. Now I know in some territories that would be considered a legal will, but it'll just be easier to contest, right? Now, why is a will necessary? I think for me, the necessity of having a will came when I saw my friend, her grandmother passed, and not 2 weeks later, her grandfather passed, and her grandmother's documents were not in order. That being, she didn't have a will. But aside from not having a will, they couldn't literally find the documents. So nobody knew where the deed for the house was. Nobody was a part of her bank account. So nobody could have gotten access to it. And so it caused a little headache when it came to financing the funeral and all the things that go with it. And it's not the only person I've seen that happen to, but more importantly, there have been cases that I know about. At least her family they're together, they have their things together, nobody's fighting over anything. However, I have seen situations where people have been basically in all-out war with their family over property and monies left by deceased ancestors. So, do you have a will? Is it important to you that you have a will? Let me know in the comments, and hit that like and subscribe button. But seriously, I thought about it. I don't have much assets. I have no dependents, really. I mean, I live with my parents. I have no children. I'm not married. So why would I want to write a will? Well, a number of reasons. One of them being, my family doesn't know my financial situation. They don't know where my money is. I mean, every once in a while I go and tell them and be like, hey, don't forget I have a life insurance policy, yeah? But generally, they have no clue really. Thankfully, my documents are in order. They know it's in a nice little file. Everybody can find where things are. Even if the document itself is not in that file, it's documented within that file where you can find it. So I'm seriously considering for 2020 to put on my to-do list to formally have a will. Another reason why it might be necessary, because people are going to share up your things the way you want it to share up. Well, not always. They may not even know how you want to share up your assets or your properties or your monies. Even some of the less monetized but more tangible things or more valuable things to you, like a special painting or a special picture that you may want to leave to somebody in particular, or a family heirloom if you have one, a specific piece of jewelry that you want to leave to someone in particular. You know, that's not a major item that you will really say. It's not like insurance policies that have beneficiaries, so you can literally state on your policy who's going to get what. But your family who's executing the will may not know your intentions of giving, I don't know, let's say a fancy piece of jewelry this is not fancy, to my niece, or a specific book that I would once shared with my sister or my brother. So a will could clear that up. And so let's see just the few things in this, because I want to keep this video short. One, it's a nice way to put together all the location of all your assets without actually having to tell your family while you're living where these things are, you know. Because sometimes you just don't want them to know. You don't need to know. Not even want them to know, but they don't need to know. You don't need to know that I have savings in, I don't know, a bank overseas, or that I have shares in 3 companies in Trinidad. You don't need to know that while I'm living. But when I'm dead, I will want that passed on to someone, because, you know, we gotta keep the money in the family, right? So it's to to have one place where everything is collected, so they know how to find all your assets. 2 is so that things will be dispersed according to your will, and not vice versa. We learned that word in the Patois phrases influenced by the French, right? So you can go look for that video as well. I'll put a link to it below. So you don't want it distributed vice versa. You want it distributed according to your will. And also, a good reason to have a will is to avoid fighting within the family. You know, everybody just trying to grab at something that profits them. So you tell me below, what are your reasons for having a will? Do you have a will, and will you consider getting one at a young stage? Because I do recommend you have one as soon as you have any kind of viable assets or any dependents whatsoever. Alright, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you like the content that I'm providing. I do intend to give you more regular videos, especially in this upcoming year, so you can look forward to that. And yeah, follow my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All the links will be below. Ciao.